true. I remember when he was appointed, there was so much noise. Eventually, I believe he did a good job, not an excellent job, but it wasn't a bad one at all. It was way, way better than what we have had in the past for Arsenal. So, yeah, let us know what you think out there. I don't know, what do you think about Arsenal? Do you think this season was a failure?
Watch Transit TV right now.
I'm Tochku Michael. Keep watching Transit TV.
Boom! Welcome back to the show. Arsenal, EPL, football in Europe is winding up. In Spain, is going into the running. By the next game is the running, the popular running, 10 games to the end of the season. Liverpool coasted 13 points clear with one game more than Arsenal. Arsenal took less in front, no all front players injured, and have Raheem Sterling left, and a player that can play even as a DM striking for Arsenal at the moment, and Manchester City not looking like they're back to their best. I don't know, what has been your emotions in the last 1 week as an Arsenal fan, and how are you looking at football?
It's been that of sadness. It's been that of missing a trick, missing something that you're just on the threshold of. You're on the verge of history. Like we say on this channel, you've put in a body of work. You've earned the right to be part of the conversation. You've earned a seat on the table in the room. It's now for you, after having done all the work, having put in, so it's now for you to get to the main seat. And, injuries and all that, lots of important players, red cards, combination of all kinds of factors.
Yeah, somebody made a comment in the group. Sorry to call you short, and he said, "Why does Arsenal always have excuse every season? Are you looking at this as an excuse, or what? How do you respond to this if somebody says that to you?"
I've heard that over and over. What I say to that is, Arsenal has excuse every season because there's excuse every season. Because there's excuse, something happens, and History will judge. History will tell you when these things happen, when they start happening. Arsenal fans that know history, that know what's going on, will raise their voices. And when they raise their voices, people shut them down. Yeah, the talk of referees. Yeah, the points that Arsenal dropped. I said this thing has started happening. The accumulation of 2 or 3 games, you lose 5-6 points. When it matters the most, those 5-6 points will hurt you. Yeah. So talk about the clubs in the EPL, all the top clubs. How many? Nobody comes anywhere near Arsenal's record in red cards. What is it about Arsenal's play that shows a team that's not disciplined?
That's indiscipline.
That deserves this number of red cards. What is it? There is no single player that is reckless and aggressive. There's a mechanic. Technically gifted players that play the game in a clean way, game in, game out. Yet they end up with red cards for things that you will never see other clubs get red cards. So, anyways, people that say that to say that they're being mischievous. It's their perspective. Nobody will make me change my mind about what I'm seeing, and what I know is very clear, right?
Yeah, not only sure right there, just to protest what you're saying. I remember one conversation I told you the beginning of the season that the only thing that will stop Arsenal from winning the league is referee. Injuries will not have stopped Arsenal, like you said. In the last 16 games, before the last game Arsenal played, Arsenal amassed the same number of points with Liverpool.
Yes.
The 15 games before the West Ham game, right? No, not West Ham. The Nottingham Forest. Arsenal amassed the same number of points with Liverpool. Like you said, the difference is what happened if those first 5 or 7 games of the season. That's what is hurting Arsenal right now. And people who are saying all this, the club, I remember, it took him 5 years to win the first trophy for Liverpool. And this is a coach that has pedigree. This is a coach that inherited a squad that was better. This is a coach that the club continued to improve on the squad that he inherited, and it still took him 5 years. Somebody posted something, I've not checked it out, that Alex Ferguson took him 6 years to win his first trophy, his first EPL Premier. We know what he went on to do. And this is not like trying to accept mediocre. But we know, if you're an Arsenal fan, you know where Arsenal was when Arteta took over.
Yeah.
Chelsea fans, City fans said City did it when this owners came. But these clubs, we are lucky that we are taking over when there was no stringent financial rules. So they were able to spend and outspend everybody and got their glory, which nobody going to doubt about. But right now, the rules are different. And you can see that these clubs are struggling. Chelsea has not won any trophy in England for the past 7 seasons, going to 8 now. United has not won EPL in 12 years. City now is struggling because you now have to, it's almost level playing ground. Teams like Barcelona are struggling. And Real Madrid, they can't go clear in Spanish league anymore. Before, Real Madrid and Barcelona will be 12 or 15 points above everybody by this time of the season, because nobody can come close to them. But now, because of all these rules, it's making it more difficult. So these people should even appreciate what that has done, even better than what they are saying. And the team is where, like you said, you have earned the right to even be in the conversation. There was a time, if you're an Arsenal fan and discussing football, and you put your mouth, and people ask you which team to support, you say Arsenal. They say, bro, you're talking about football, please. You don't need to be here. At least he has brought the team to that. The only thing that we'll have to talk about now is what does the club do this summer? I don't know, what's your expectation?
I expect a solid director of football, experienced director of football to be announced shortly, which will show the intent of the club in the market. Then I expect a full attack on the transfer window. I definitely want a winger, I want a forward, I want an attacking midfielder, and then I hear about moves in the midfield. So the club knows that there's no, oh my goodness, the fans, they will see fans actually come out to the stadium and protest if they don't do what they're supposed to do this summer. And I'm almost sure they would do it, because they have given me no reason to doubt them, though I felt they would do something in January. They didn't do. I am one of the people that will say I understand to a certain extent why they didn't do what many people wanted them to do. Now I'll expect them to do that in the summer.
Yeah, no doubt. Arsenal needs, like, in the minimum 3 players up front. You need a striker, that's Sesko, or Isaac is a possibility if the Lakers doesn't make it to Champions League. Either of them, I'm good with it. Nico Williams, if they can get Nico Williams on the left side, that would be brilliant. Of course, like you said, Otamendi, we hear that one is confirmed, but I will still need somebody, maybe somebody like in the mode of Cunha, or somebody within that ranks, because Declan Rice and Merino, yes, they play the 10 and 8 position, but they don't have that creativity and that eye for goal like that. Look at what some of the is doing for Liverpool, arriving late in the box to get those goals, and still works hard for the team in the midfield. So I think Arsenal, they have to, there's no choice. And I don't know what you think about Rosicky. I read something from him today where he said that he has had the rumors. It looks like he's in Arsenal's radar, but he doesn't have an offer yet. So he's not going to talk about that incident. He's working for, what's this team in Scotland? I've forgotten their name now.
He's knowledgeable within the game and has good connections, strong connections to bring in players. And somebody that loves the club and knows the club's identity. I'm fine with whoever after their search and meticulous stuff, whoever they choose. I'm fine with that. I just want to see the person work. Right? I can only judge the person after I've seen the person work. I'm not going to judge the person before I see the person work.
And that's true. I remember when he was appointed, there was so much noise. Eventually, I believe he did a good job. Not an excellent job, but it wasn't a bad one at all. It was way, way better than what we have had in the past for Arsenal. So, yeah, Yeah, let us know what you think out there. I don't know, what do you think about Arsenal? Do you think this season was a failure, or is Arteta, Arteta out? For me, Arteta is just the best thing that happened to Arsenal the last decade as a club. And I think, for me, I support Arteta 100%. I wanted to continue with the club next season. And I also believe that he has done his bit. It's for the club to now back him. He has been saying the club backs him. We will really know this summer. And I also believe that the club has created enough space in their finance. The season is not ended yet. There are still 2 trophies to be played for, as far as I'm concerned, EPL and Champions League. And anything could still happen, because this is football and a lot of things can go wrong in a flash. So yeah, let us know what you think in the comment section, and we will see you again. Thanks, my brother, for stopping by as usual. See you again next time.
It was a pleasure, bro.
Ciao.
Sure.